All right, folks, let's go ahead and get started. Wow, that was hard. Okay. Um, we are going to try that again. All right, folks, let's go ahead and get started. I'm Bjorn Valley, and welcome to another stream for Star Technology. Once again, this is what I do. I run back and forth. I have one job, and that's to run back and forth as good as I can. All right, so let's see if we can make this happen. As always, first thing is put all the stuff away. So eventually we want to get the ZPM into the data orb so we can get UV motors. And really the thing that's, so we just did an episode and it's going to air in a little bit, but these parallel control hatches, they're all right. I like them. So what I think we need to do is, in fact, so I made a couple of these ultimate parallel control hatches. And I just don't think we can get, I mean, these aren't going to happen anytime soon. Well, I mean, next couple episodes. We're right on the cusp of being able to do wetware. I think we're on the cusp. The only thing I think we need to do is if we can get sterilizing growth medium, then we can do that. But that doesn't help us with the UV motors, so that's what we really want at this point. So we need a sterile clean room, and to get that we need ZPM emitters. I just put that together. Nacrid alloy rotors, item filters is fine. Polybenzamide sol fluid pipes is fine. ZPM motors is fine, and titanium frames is gonna be a second, but we're there. So the black light is kind of the thing that's stopping us. That's just laminated glass, tungsten carbide screws, platinum cables, europium springs, all that's fine, and IV circuits is fine. So we're really kind of at the cusp. We just need to get these. It's somewhere. It's right here. This guy. But to make these guys is LUV field generators. Well, first. Oh, this is 16. You know what? I think I might have already made that. Let me go check. If I did, I would have put it in here. Yeah, Fusion Reactor Computer Mark II. So we're just waiting on a couple of things. We could make this right now. These UHPIC chips are not that big a deal to make. All of this stuff is fine and easy. But this is what's stopping me, is the LUV field generators. We need quantum stars, and that, I just don't think that we can make this in bulk. Yeah, because we need quantum stars for this, and then quantum stars for the LUV field generators. Everything else is fine, but it's these quantum stars. So radon is a little bit of an issue, but most... Oh, I just realized something. Can we... Not this one. This one. Could I put a control hatch in here? I don't even know where I'm going to put it. I don't want to get covered up. I guess we'll just put them right. Yeah, I don't want it covered up, but I also want it easy to find. Put it right here. It might not do the full amount, but yeah, so it's doing 8 recipes in parallel. And I think that's because it is... It's an EV recipe. So I'm not sure why that's the 8. But regardless, it's still reasonable, right? So the reason why we were doing 8 here is because that like absolutely increases our production of uraninite, which means that our radon gas will get sped up. Yeah, this whole thing is just tooling along. Nice. Okay, so yeah. I'm just looking every cycle over there. Should give us... I hear things kicking on. Why? Oh, because it's 12 seconds now. Okay. But in 3 seconds, we should see this turn on, right? Yeah. This one takes 6 seconds. And it's only going to run like once, so I don't need to put a parallel control hatch on there yet. But then this kicks through. And we have a little bit more rain on gas. Nice, 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 nice. So that makes a bucket every time it runs 1 uranium through. And I think we're... Oh, and you know what? This takes 30. So it's going to be a couple cycles there. Yeah, but, you know, obviously we're reducing the cycling by 8-fold, which means that recipe outputs, we only get one uraninite dust every cycle. Is that right? That doesn't sound right to me. No, that's pitch blend. Going through uraninite. I'm totally getting sidetracked. I'm sorry. Yeah, so it's 17.5, and it doesn't change per tier. So that means that, let's see, 6 times that would be 90% plus the little bit. So yeah, it's 100% at 6. So it's really like 1.5. But really, we're getting all this pitch blend, so it'll cycle through the pitch blend over with this guy. And I think it's 5-3, so that's a pretty good ratio. And then I don't think we can do anything interesting with the thorium, but who knows? I mean, there's always that when we get there. All right, cool. I didn't even think about that until just now. Is there anything else over here that needs more? What are you? Tungstate. I feel like tungstate is probably a good one to do. But I'm just going to go check. Ilmenite, I don't care. Molybdenite, this has gone to 0 in the past, but not typically. Bastnasite would be a bad idea. So let's try bastnasite, because that'll give us a ton more bastnasite dust. And now I already forgot where I put it. Up the ladder and above. Okay. And, oh, I have 2. Okay, cool. So let's set that to 16. Set you back on. And now we're getting 14 bastnasite per cycle. And the neodymium doesn't hurt either. Just to be sure we don't run out for our europium. And then I don't have these 2 filled in yet. I should, but... Hey, Hyper, how's it going, man? Sorry, I was focusing on this. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this one as long as I've got it here. It doesn't... I don't need to just hold on to these parallel hatches. So we'll do tungstate. Yeah, I was playing with the hatches earlier today after we were talking, and now we got this going. Okay, so this should be making a ton more tungstate, just a ton more. I'm not sure we're going to back up because it's like an 11-to-1 ratio or something stupid, but it's not bad. Okay, so today's goal, Nether stars. We're going to turn all of these into more better versions of those. So we need the large crystallization chamber, and this is entirely watertight casings. So I think we're going to start by building this. Yeah. And then we'll go from there. Ah! Sorry, I had to cough, and I couldn't push the buttons right. I need to get a mute button. But for now, it's fine. Okay. So let's start by making these guys. And there's no reason to just make one, so we'll make 16. 16 seems reasonable. Well, okay. Yes, I agree, except the except is it's an IV recipe, and we're going to bump it up to ZPM. So that's only 2 tiers. So if they go down to a quarter of the speed, and then we hit them with the 64, I think it'll be better. Although, I guess you're right. Let's see. I just don't know. So these guys, if we go here, it's 1.5 seconds. This is the one, right? Yeah. Whereas if we go here, it's 6 seconds. And if we drop down to... we're making 16 times as many. Is that right? That's not right. 4 times as many? I think the parallel control hatches makes it better. The only thing that's got me a little nervous is powering it. I have to keep running over here and reminding myself. I that's what I was checking here, right? So shift click gives me 1.5. But you can't shift click the parallel overclocks. So this is regular up to ZPM is 6 seconds. And that's 1.5. So we do 6 seconds and we do a 64. That's gonna double the speed 3 times. So that's 16. No, sorry, 12, 24, 48 seconds. But we'll get 64 out of it. So I guess that's maybe only half the speed. But that's both assuming we can get CPM out of here. And that's what I'm not sure about offhand. So we've got... This is solar panel 1s. Do 128 FE, which is LV, MV, HV, EV, IV, LUV. So if we could get this one, we just got to get to here. We just got to get the UV. This is UV, yeah, UV assembler. So maybe we'd be better off just pushing a little bit to get to UV circuits. No, not UV circuits. No, because we need Darmstadtium. And that's kind of a pain to make. Oh, man. It's like we're like 3 steps away from everything. It doesn't matter. I want to get better Nether stars. So, but the point is yeah, we're gonna do it at LUV. We'll do everything at LUV, and if I have to go replace all the stuff, I have to replace it. You'll need parallels when you need higher. Well, so that's what I'm trying to figure out is with the higher overclocks. Can't get there from here because we're already running. We're already running it so close to the correct tier. You think that that's the solution? But that's the problem, is that right now it's too slow. I guess we could... What if we just took this... Right now it's 24. What if we just took this line and swapped it over to ZPM? Can't tell. Is this that I already paused that one? Okay. So everything over here is stopped. Need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I only have 5. Okay. What are we missing? We're missing these guys. So that's fine. We can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I think I've got magnetic samarium. Right? Somewhere? Yeah. Okay, so if I do... just take all of that. Then I'll just grab 8 more of those. Because it's 16 per. So this takes 16 stacks. But why is this only doing 10 seconds? It's a CPM recipe. Gross. Okay, fine. I should probably set this to auto do at some point. I know. I'm trying to figure out what's more future-proof. Also, it's kind of the distinction there. But I guess what I'm hearing you say is that we should cobble along with what I've already got. I mean, I built a whole area for it. It's gonna be our Nether Star area, but I kind of don't care. I'm having a hard time figuring out what we're gonna do for it. Okay. Large autoclaves is fine. It's fine. I saved all of these ultimate control hatches. Where am I going? I'm going over here. I can get there. There we go. Alright, are you done yet? Now, one more would be good. I mean, honestly, what I should do... let's take a moment and try this. I grabbed 2 of you. 2 of you. We can automate this real quick. I don't know why I haven't yet. And 2 LUV chips. Use. There we go. So if I dropped this down right here and connected that. Ooh, I didn't like that. Alright, so we'll bring in 32 of those. And pit. That guy there. I mean, as long as I'm making it, may as well use it, right? I'm getting real lazy about having everything all by itself. And that's going to cause issues later. It causes issues when you try to move things around. Okay, why aren't you... You should be cooking, right? Doggone it, it's a ZPM recipe. Okay. Okay. I'm already in the ZPM. That's why I hadn't done it yet. All right. Well, let's swap these out. Upgrading power. It's a thing. I'm really hoping we can hold off on it for a little bit longer. Okay. So yeah, toss that. Oh. I don't know why it's suddenly it's not liking anything I'm doing. One, two, three, and that's all of them, right? TPM. Nothing should explode because it's all going to higher powers. Good night. Everything was going well for until just a second ago. Okay. And then I guess we... loud noise. And then I'm gonna go make the doohickey first. The downside is it does mean we might have to... Well, do I have room? I do actually have room. I could just... We want... dragon steel. Yeah. Okay. My mouse is getting all sticky. So we had this huge cold front come in. I don't know if everybody had it in the area, but it's making everything just a little tacky. Need no up here. Need a ZPM chip and a ZPM hull. The number of times I've done this exact same loop kills me. Could we? Yeah, see, but we can't make it in the, we have to use that, and that's not going to happen. I mean, I know we could set up ME, but now I'm kind of enamored of the idea of, could we get by without ME? Okay. So then we'll just do. What are you? Master. Okay. It had to come like this because there was no other way to get everything connected. Because they're all slightly different sizes. I mean, I guess I could come all the way around, but then this one wouldn't get the power. It's fine. Yeah. So then you... Did I connect all the rest of them? Well, not this one, obviously. Man, I was like, it's gonna explode! I really appreciate that they turned off the, like, damaging to the environment. Yeah, I can use... Oh, I can use molecular assemblers without an ME system, couldn't I? But, I mean, we haven't done anything in AE2, so... I'm still thinking maybe we stick with that. Okay, do we have... We have all of these. Not that one. Alright, well, let's turn them on. Piping, okay. We could. That seems like almost as much work, though, as just doing it manually. Alright, so these are at 1.5 seconds each. What I'm worried about is, yeah, see this one. Oh, that kicked off because it's full. Oh, this is filling up. It's outpacing. Nope, not quite. Oh, almost. You can almost outpace. What I need to do is put stack upgrades in all of these. Nope, it's... Now, let's go get some stack upgrades. I don't know how many we can put in there. I always forget. 6. It's not going to make it faster necessarily, but... Okay, so the problem then is... Are we going to be running into problems? So this one requires liquid blizz. Yeah, 6 per... Oh, right, because it doubles it. So it's, the 1 gives you 2 per cycle, and then 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. Yeah. Okay, so this is what I'm worried about. But they seem to be okay. These seem to be okay. So are we ready and willing? Let's try this first. So I've got the Nether stars here. What we need is a dedicated Nether star, quantum star maker. And then right here. Let's try... We'll do 512 to start. And what did that do to our Nether stars? It's dropping. Because that's performing. Recipe outputs 80 Nether star shards. Nice. But now you're full. So maybe this will pick up. Right there. How are you doing? Not great. Let's go for broke. And I'm thinking probably need to make some more PCB coolant. Which means upgrading these hatches, right? Okay. I think I've got some LED hatches. So how are things going with you today, Hypercrafter? You keeping it real? I don't know what the appropriate online phrasing is. All right, we need that there, and then output hatch goes here. That's not gonna work, is it? Oh, well, because I guess it's that time of the day for some of us, huh? Okay, so how big is an LED? 512. I guess we'll try putting... Well, hold on. What does this use? We're going to do 16. I think it does 8. So that's 128. So if I put 256 buckets in there, it should be fine. Should still have some head. And I happen to be able to steal some from here. Oh no. Okay. Not quite, but close. Stainless. There. Well, that's obviously not gonna work. Okay, I have to remember, don't turn this on. In fact, off. Oh, nice. That's too much. It's fine. We'll just put it in there with the rest of this. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let's turn this guy on and see if it works. Okay, you are doing still only 2 recipes in parallel. 2 tiny piles of nether stardust. 19, is it possibly because it... It's an ivy. Oh, because it's on ivy wires. And I'd have to upgrade this whole thing. Which I don't want to do, so I won't. We'll wait on that until we get to, you know, the power that we want. I really don't want to process all that. It's just going to sit there and mock me. Okay, that was disappointing, but it's probably fine because it means we're only using 2 every 75 seconds. Yeah. I mean, this is never going to stop, but I want to make sure we don't run out of Naquita, which is never really going to happen. I probably don't even need this parallel hatch. Oh. Oh, that totally makes sense. Okay. So if it's a ½ amp or lower, it can go. And then that means that if it was less than that, so like, if I could put them on the, if I could put them on here when I've got huge Naquita coils, because it drops it down, it would probably increase. In fact, it's probably got something built in there already somehow related to the parallel hatches. I mean, it's not because you can't put them on here. I think I tried. it already formed. Right. So we've got nether stars. Is it worth it to go crazy? Because we've got the loop. What we really want to avoid is everything running out, right? Because once everything runs out, then I have to start from scratch. Oh, see, it's going down. That's not good. It's because I filled in the input bus on the what's it? No problem, man. I'm just gonna sit here for a second and watch this. These guys, at least one of them should be running at all times. But it's not, because it didn't have any blitz. No. Because why? Because it's out of energized nether star shards. Which means this guy's not working because oh, I know. This is a CPM. Yeah, it's got to go crazy for a second, and then it'll stabilize at slightly over 800,000. Okay, we're still good. Okay, so that's why it wasn't going through, because it was backed up. But as long as we're doing it like this, I guess that means we could probably swap this out for a 64. I mean, as long as we're here doing things. Yeah, so it's taking twice as long, but it's doing 4 times as many. I still can't get the math work in my head. I mean, I know the math works. I can do the math. I can write it down. I can see it. But, like, intuitively, I can't make it work in my head that this is better. It's not taking more power. It's taking more time. So weird. I can't figure that out. Like, again, I understand it. I just, it doesn't track in my brain. Okay, so that might have been the just looking to see if there's anything else slowing this down. They're all using universal cells, which I don't love. I could probably change that. I just worry that so the universal cells will get instantly flipped back and forth. I guess steel cells would too. So, okay, let's take a second and think. I'm just waiting to see that we've built back up, because it took like a day and a half or so for it to build back up before. Let's go ahead and up this again. So we would need extractors. We were going to do this if we did the large extraction machine. The large extraction machine is a 3x3x5. Could we? Because I mean, this is not the thing that's going to be blocking us up. It's going to be the large chemical reactors. But could I come back here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. That only leaves us a little bit of space through here. I don't like it because it's too much, too right next to each other, and we can't access it. I'm not sure I like it. Okay, you are up a little bit. Okay. So let's run over and check on the... This is all the stuff that I cut out of the episodes. Okay, these are all running. Should we consider... Actually, I am considering. We should jump this all to... Like, this machine, I don't even know what it does. So... Should we just make all these run at, ZP? Let's just leave it. It's fine. It seems to be fine. Nothing's stopped. Oh. No, they are. We're not producing enough. Yeah, even that's going down. These are 3 seconds. And if we... Oh, yeah. If we go from... So, here. If we're gonna... Let's just double check. That's 3. That's 10. Oh, that's 3. That's 10. Why are these ones... Oh, because some of them are overclocked. That's overclocked and it's still running 10. Because that's 16. This is making 1. That's making 4. And that's making 1. So the ones are running at probably 2.5 seconds. And this one's running at actually 10. Yeah, okay. So it's the same amount of time. And then this one is making 16. Right, and so it's, I've got this overclocked, it's perfect overclocked, then it's really the same amount of time. So we're getting more Blizz powder than we need. Okay. So I think we're answering the question. We have to catch it all up. Okay. It's fine. Okay, and then we'll do this one. And then... Hey, welcome back. Sorry, I should have warned. I hate that loud noise. I'll do that. 2, no, just 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're still down like 500 nether stars overall. So we haven't improved anything, which is a little distressing. I need 1 chemically treated. There we go. And then we need 5 UV. Sorry, ZPM. Oh, right. It's over in here. Should have set all this up before I cut the power. Oh man, I don't even know. Stargate to make the... There is a recipe for the ancient Stargate. I don't know if the ancient Stargate does anything in particular different, but I think we have to make the classic Stargate. No, it is an ancient Stargate. Because neither of those do anything. So chevron ring. Let's just pick one of these. Okay, all of that should be easy. Ish. Oh, 50 metal buckets per tick to make the thing, and I can't see what the duration is, but can we do J? Used to be J. So, yeah, no, we're not even gonna calculate it. The ancients. Okay. Then how come I can't make this? Oh, there we go. To make Mars, to make Facilisa. You must have to make the Stargate in a different way then. Yeah, I don't have a recipe here for either of these. Maybe you have to build it by hand. Right. We were making these guys 5. And then... No. Over here. Oh, it doesn't even matter. Well, we'll put these out while we're here. I was going to grab stuff while I was there, and I forgot. Okay, well, that makes a lot more sense. Okay, so my sulfuric acid, I was really irritated because I wanted to use it for cleaning up some of the stuff just manually. Run it through this chemical reactor here, and it just doesn't make it very fast. So now it should make it 64 times as fast. That will work for me. I need more of this. Don't know if... What the heck? Okay, I've got plenty of dragon steel. That's shellite. We don't want shellite. It does amuse me that, like, you spend so much time in some of the eras that you have, like, tons of resources, and then other eras, like, for me at least, I, like, overbuilt for a lot of the eras, because I was like, oh, we're going to totally need that, and then we totally didn't. It's roughly 10,000 nether stars. I can live with 10,000 nether stars. That's no big deal. I mean, it would eat our supply, but theoretically, by the time we get to that point, I should have some variation of that. No, I want that. Yeah, that doesn't make me that nervous. Especially if we kind of start getting close to it. I would just... You know what? I'm gonna... no, it's fine. We'll put it there. No, not Enderium. Dragon Steel. Start to push the buttons around. And I'm also starting to think we might not have enough to get all the way over here. We did not! I thought for sure I would. Here, we can at least start this one back up. Huh. Okay, so now we're at that point where it's not producing enough water. I love that point. Okay. I just keep loading these on. Can't even tell if it's working. I mean, I guess so. Oh yeah, because that's 10 buckets each. It's not millibuckets, it's kilo buckets. It's still going to take forever to fill that up. You need so much of this stuff. Is it worth another? I think it's probably worth another one of these. A reservoir hatch. That's what this is, right? Wait. Reservoir hatch. What the heck is this? I didn't even know that this existed. Okay. No, one thing at a time. Okay, cool. Learn things new every day. There are so many different things I should have done that with. Gosh, what were we making? We were grabbing wires. And I'm out. Nope, I got 12, 12 is not enough. Alright. Cascading failures. It's gonna happen. I need to set these all to like auto make wires. I just doesn't seem worthwhile. Because once you leave the era, you don't need anywhere near as much. Alright. We good? We're good. And now they all sound dumb. Okay, so that's 0.6 seconds. This is... So this is 10 ticks, 3 ticks, 3 ticks. Why aren't you running? Hello. Oh, right. I always forget. Yeah, we're over 10 million. Tried to convince the kids when I got to the... What are you transferring on? The universal cell. That's not going to work, is it? What is it? It's, I can't even remember what it is. This has to be Blizz, right? Oh, but we've already filled back up. But at least Blizz powder. Yeah. Okay. Kind of want to just let this go crazy and not worry about whether it's full or not. That would use a ton of power. Okay. So this is stopped because it's full, not because... Well, it's not full. What does the Blizz powder require? This is the fluorine. Okay. Tempted to fix that. Helium's basically solved, I think. Okay, why aren't you running now? This should be running, right? Got helium. Output bus. Oh, that's not 1,000. That's nothing. Okay, why aren't you running? Keep running into this situation where I don't quite... Oh. That could cause a problem. Yeah, the Packer doesn't have power. And the Packer is... Okay. Let's go grab another Packer. We gotta make another one. I did not make a CPM Packer. Okay. I was like, out of all the things to be stuck on, why is it not helium? Okay, we can make this. Takes like 2 seconds. I love that noise. Just so the most beautiful noise. 1 and 1. Oh, new recipes unlocked. You don't say. There is a mod that like controls that, but okay. So break that and hacker, go there, please, and should probably. Oh, and I didn't give it power yet. Don't explode! Don't explode! Two. Okay. You'll be good until we run out of helium. This guy's good until we run out of fluorine. Nope, you're back up. You're catching up. Okay. I really don't like the way this is set up because it's 3 and then 3 and then these two are sharing a wall for some reason. I don't know what I was thinking, but oh, I know. It's because I was matching these ones and for some reason I had these two sharing a wall. This also needs to get moved over. We are out of polybutyrol or whatever, polyvinyl butyrol. One of these, whatever this one is not in there. I think all the rest are fine. But it's another one of those boring tasks that I didn't bother doing. Okay. So you're all filling up. You seem like you're basically catching up. This one kind of is a crappy recipe because it still takes a bucket of helium. And I don't like that, but okay. We were checking all these machines are so noisy. Okay. You're caught up. You're caught up. This one is always the slow one because it's Blizz, and for some reason it just doesn't like Blizz. Oh no, now it's because it doesn't have. Not making these fast enough. Now it's performing 10 recipes in parallel. That's got to be because it's where's your output hatch? I think it's underneath. I think it's only using 10 at a time. Yeah. So it's obviously it's got to have the space to do it. So that's working out pretty well. All right, I'm going to take a quick break, and I'll be back in just a moment. I'll let this run. Back here, you guys can watch it run. It's a little bit fun. All right, we're back. Sorry, I took a extra break. Go grab a couple pieces of salami. It was tasty. Okay, how are we doing on Nether stars? We're still not keeping up. In fact, we're going down, I think. Nice. I do like a good coffee. Let's try this. If I come in here. It's his earth shards. And then fire charge. What is it not transporting it fast enough? Oh, you know what? It might not be transporting it fast enough. I just realized, I bet you I've got this limited. How do we get to that? We get there down below? Oh, so loud. Why didn't I put this in a reasonable place? That's what I wanted. I think I wasn't expecting where it was going to come out. Okay. Why is it coming out over there? Get that? Can. Okay. This is the limitation. Oh my goodness. That's silly. I can't believe I did that. Okay, so it was just... Yeah, it was just space limited. And this is running fast enough that it should catch up pretty much just a couple of cycles. Back one cycle. Oh, it's doing 64 again. Okay, so now our limitation is in the transport of the blizz and such, I guess. Okay. So now we should see it's going down more. Oh, why? Okay, this was doing 8 recipes in parallel. Because it's CPM, so I think that must be what you're saying, that it's a half amp of LUV. So it does 2 to get to LUV, and then it multiplies that times 4 to get to the ZPM. But this is making 8, and this should be... I mean, it's not even telling us when it's running, right? But if I turn it off, will we see them back up? Yes. Okay. Yeah, just bam. You... Okay, hold on. 494. Ah, down to 41. What is backing everything up? Okay. Oh, hold on. Can I... Okay, if I do that... Okay, it's at least doing 16. It's a 16 recipe. Parallel control hatch. Okay. So that was because I wasn't putting enough in. And now it's got a 32. So part of the issue might have been... I don't know. I don't like that I can't get in there to see what's happening. Okay, so... Fire, lightning, earth. It's totally the Blizz. It's always Blizz. What is wrong with Blizz? This is a 2-second recipe. 2 seconds. They're all the same amount of time. Is it just that one is always obviously going to be lower than the rest? Okay, but this is all backed up. I can't see whether this is backed up anymore. Well, I guess we could. We could just yoink. Yep, you're back. Well, are you? Yes. And why aren't you running? Your output bus is full. Just randomly. Oh, it must be pulling it like in bulk. Yeah, it is. So why? This takes 15 seconds. Exactly. And the other one is 1.5 seconds. So it should be producing 10 ice. Is it just that slow to ramp up? Because we definitely can't handle that many Nether stars leaving the system. I don't know how to make this faster. So let's think about this. I think this is the slow side, the slow part. We're producing 9 every 15 seconds. That's 1.67 per second. And of those, 4 go back into the system. So, no, sorry. Of the 9, 4/5 go back into the system. So let's call that 8. So we're really only getting 2-ish every 15 seconds. So that's 7.5 seconds per. Just, I don't know what would make any of this faster. Was at 496. Now it's at 495. I think I'm gonna have to leave it for like hours to see if it fixes. Now it's a 493. Oh, why are you doing this? It's it's been down lower, so it's obviously gone back up. Is it like an off cycle where like? Yeah, that's a 4-second recipe. That takes 11. Yeah, I think that's what it is. So, in fact, I think that's where the overage comes in. This takes 11. and this does 9. So my guess is that this is only running every, you know, like I don't know, whatever the math adds up. I could do it, but I can't talk and math at the same time. But because this is a 9 and that's an 11-second cycle. No, this is producing 9 and that's using 11. It's got to be just slightly off, so that this is doing 45 and that's doing 44. Right, so if this is, that would be 75 seconds. So how often is this running? Let's count it. Maybe 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000, 6 1000, 7 1000, 8 1000, 9 1000, 10 1000, 11 1000, 12 1000, 2000, 14 1000, 15 1000, 16 1000, 17 1000. Okay, so it's like 17 to 18 seconds. You think it's still the autoclaves? Well, you know, I mean, that makes sense. In fact, it's just the one autoclave, because they're always on, and these ones aren't always on. Although this is always running. Although it's not running at maximum speed. This one is always running, but it's running 54 recipes in parallel. How much power are we pulling? I mean, do we dare bump these up to 4 amp inputs, or do we just push on for UV? Let's see if we can't get those black lights. Let's see if we can't get those black lights. And then we're one step closer to wetware, which means... Wait, is that what we want to do? We kind of got 3 areas we're going. We're going... okay, so I can get rid of all these. I'm going to get rid of them all. It only took like 2 minutes to set up, but it's fine. I don't need that. I don't need those. We didn't need that after all. We're not making those anymore. So we need Mark II Fusion to get to UV. We need wetware to get to UV. I guess we don't really need to get to wetware to get to UV. So we could leave that alone for a second and just go to Fusion. I've already got this set up. These are all sources of fluorine. Yeah, I think we need to go... Let's see if we can't get to titanium. Duranium and titanium. But that means we have to get the Mark II reactor. And... so... we need those and fusion mark casing 2 and fusion coil blocks. Fusion coil blocks require superconducting blocks, which, and then each one requires IV field generators. And that's where I'm like, I'm just not sure we can afford it. Here, let's do this. It's going to be a little silly, but... well, you know what? I don't care. We're just going to... yeah, I don't know. I'm a little... there we go, 512. Okay, so we are going up. It's just so slow. So doggone slow. I'm nervous to pull enough out for it to matter. Here, we can pull... it's down to 512. I pulled this out, then that spot stays open. I'm gonna pull 2 out of the system, and we'll see if that's enough to throw us. Okay. So this is gonna take 24 seconds, but it does 16 of them. That's so much faster than it was before. Part of that's because we upgraded power too. So you're saying the bottleneck machine is always the full input and the empty output. That tracks. That's part of what was confusing me earlier, because this had an empty output and an empty input. But yeah, see, these are fine. They're just staying stable. One nether star every 10 recipes on average, so 15 seconds each. That's not fast enough. I could duplicate this. I think you're right. It would take more power, but it would go faster if we separated these all out and put the 64 amps on them. Right? Because right now it's an IV recipe. IV, ZPM. So we could eke one more overclocking out is basically the thing. But I guess you're right. We'd be better off just upgrading the energy hatch if we were going to do that. I am worried that it's going to eat all of our other resources too. But not worried enough to emphasize it too much longer. Okay, so where's possible? Sterilizing Philip cables, possible. I don't need any more Mark 1s, which means we don't need any more of these. We do still need these guys. Could we make like... I've been putting it off, but I think we probably need to actually set up a dedicated trinium fusion blast furnace. So the overclocking is better than the... See, just a second ago you were trying to explain to me that it was better with energy hatches, and now you're like, no, it's better with... I'm onto you. I see what you're doing. I'm trying to decide if it's... Do we want to jump into... I think we do. I think we have to. There's a couple of things we need to make, but... Actually, what if we just did it over here? Not really any good place to do it over here. Well, we could just do it above, couldn't we? Do another pair of blast furnaces above. Although, if we're going to do all that, maybe we run this UV wire up there instead. That works for me. Let's go try doing that. It's not a question of what you said, it's a question of what I heard. And what I heard was I don't track it. I just want the numbers to go up. And once every 15 seconds is not a fast enough number to go up. So says I. Yeah, that'll be enough. Alright, that's sufficient. Alright, you know what? I am tired of this, though. Why do I have rhodium dust? Oh, because I broke the machine. You guys aren't failing because of amperage, right? No, you're fine. Yeah. Okay, I have so much stuff. I wasn't paying enough attention. Okay, this goes upstairs. It'll 16 amp CPM hatches are the way. Power will spike, but you think it overall uses less? No, it uses less energy per operation. But it would still use more energy overall, right? Because you're getting more out of it. All right, let's go put stuff away. That goes away. That goes away. We will put parallel control hatches in here, even though that's possibly going to cause me grief later. Oh, these go on the other one. And I don't need this many of those. This can go into Ivy. Right. Well, it's that's the thing though, is that I don't have enough buffer for these to be pulling 64 amps of ZPM or 16 amps of ZPM. Because right now it's doing, well, maybe I do 61,000 EU, which is times 4. So that's 240,000 times 4 machines is a million EU. So it would bump up to using 16 million. The thing is it's never gonna back up. Not really. So I mean I agree with what you're saying in terms of. I agree with what you're saying that it'll stop when it gets to the end and it will have used less power to get there, but there is no end on this one. Like I'm gonna as soon as I get this situated. Oh, why is it down? Oh, because I pulled a bunch out. Okay, that makes sense. It should have. Oh, it split them. That's what it did. So this is the result of splitting it. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, see, because I'm going to be pulling so many out, it's not gonna ever have an end. So it'll be half of infinity. And that doesn't work. But the other side is I don't know if my supply will handle it. We could at least do 4. No, I better not risk it. Let's wait. So that waits until we get to the next tier of when we get neutronium, then we can do stuff like that. I think. I hope. I don't know. Did I already count this out? I keep counting it out, and I keep forgetting. I really want it to be a different answer. Is I think what it is. This one's LV, MV, HV, EV, IV, LUV. So this one will be CPM, and this one will be UV. Okay. Right, we were gonna go lay that out. Because I'm gonna be making these guys. I need so many tritium. Although, I guess if the first thing we do is make some tritanium. What a terrible sound. That one's gonna get fixed. I don't like the sound of that one popping on and off. Yeah, so I think if we... Why did that... It's like sometimes I take damage and sometimes I don't. I don't know. Alright, let's lay it out. Oh, that's not gonna be good. Alright, we'll put the ladder right here. Oh man, when you do stuff and it like triggers memories. When I was building this out, I was watching this just terrible. I think it was, I don't know, some sort of Slovakian or it was supposed to be like a horror movie, but it was like comedy horror. Like they just couldn't stop making it funny. It was Slavic, something Slavic, and then like it had bad English dubbing, but there was no original language version of it, and it was supposed to be like Bram Stoker's Dracula. It was basically like a weird Slavic version of the Keanu Reeves movie. Like you could tell they were absolutely like make it like Keanu Reeves, but you know, Slavic. I mean, and it's not just like Slavic, but like that's what they said in the movie. So I don't feel too bad about using that. I don't know if it's very generic, and I couldn't give you any more specifics than it was just Slavic because I couldn't recognize the language because, you know, they weren't, they didn't show many signs. No, the signs they showed were in English, but it was obviously dubbed. I don't know. Anyways, being in this area, this is what I was building while I was watching that, and I just can't help but be like, oh, okay. Flashing back to all of that. Okay, that's good enough. I feel like there was something I was missing. I don't know. Don't care. We're gonna keep going. So let's go grab stuff to make. Uh-oh. Did I just shoot myself in the foot? If I have trinium. No, I know we can do it because I already did it. Okay. And Nequadria. Just requires training. Okay, cool. All right, I got tired of not having enough, so I made a ton of this heat-proof casing, which I probably ought to go take. Well, that's frostproof. I still don't even have enough. I need to go build a bunch of super smelters because I'm tired of. Well, I guess it hasn't been an issue, but the machines downstairs. Actually, you know what I just realized? They're upstairs. I probably don't need to limit this. Well, that one I do. But like, what is this? Iron? I'm making so much iron, it doesn't matter, right? Same thing with tin. Just cook it all. Cook it all, baby. Tantalum. Yeah, cook all that. We don't ever need... Well, we do need some, but I think it'll be okay. Gallium. Where do we get gallium from? I think we're going to hold off on gallium. This one. Yeah, zinc. Copper. Roger's a pain in the neck. Yeah. I can imagine that. What else do we need? We need the blast furnaces themselves. Do I have them? I might have used the last. Nope. There we go. Let's see. 2 of these. 2 mufflers. I don't like the muffler mechanic. Uh-oh. I literally just added. It feels like it adds complexity for no reason. I think maybe like if you're playing and you're super tight and you're pulling out the waste, but the fact that you can't automate it seems silly. So I don't like that one, but whatever. Let's see. We need an input and an output. Sure, no longer pull it out. And then I guess we need trinium. We need 32. I was about to make a double one, but I'm trying not to do those anymore, especially not when we've got specific areas. Alright, so should be 1 away from both, right? Yeah. Wait, which way does it face, though? It had them facing inwards. Yeah. Okay, so right here. Really? No, we don't need any of that. I think I even had the, oh no, the output hatch has to go in the bottom. Yeah, and those are her bus. Doggone it. Oh, I only grabbed 1. I forgot I was making 2 of these. Okay, well, I'll get that in a second. In fact, I'll just go get it now. So focused on the fact that it won't let me shift click out of here anymore. That. Oh well. I got so many things that I want to do, and I just can't convince myself to actually do them because there's not a lot of point. Like I want to make. I was looking at the ULV machine casings. I want to make the Pyrolice oven. Oh, that's not right. I want to make the Pyrolice oven for like basically everything the Pyrolice oven can do. Just because that seems like fun. Run all the probabilities through. It's only 26 recipes, and it's not like this. Like, well, we do need. I think there was something we need activated charcoal carbon for later, but you know, coal gas, wood tar, wood gas. I think that's just it. Wood vinegar, charcoal byproducts, heavy oil, all those things, and then just, you know, process it. Do something cool. But it's not super useful, so I haven't. Yep, okay. And then same thing over here. Output bus. Input bus, please. Do you know, Hyper, if there's a benefit to using higher tier coils in the large chemical reactors? I could have sworn I tried that before and it didn't work at all. So maybe like there's been an update and now it works, but I don't think that I saw any utility in doing that. Because, I mean, anything would be awesome. That would just be cool. They've got so much stuff built around the large chemical reactors, that it would probably also be problematic for them. So I can totally see that they might not. Oh, you know what? I also need... It's just synthetic. Yeah, that's what I thought. And since half my stuff is hidden behind things, it makes sense to do copper nickel. But oh wait, I need... Oh, I need 2 more input hatches. Input buses. Yeah. And then we'll do the... I'm starting to fade a little bit, so I'm saving the... I could have grabbed all the stuff we needed for the... See, why did that happen? Maybe it's if I jump, let go, and then I hold it. Nope. Can't figure it out. Sometimes I take damage sounds, and sometimes I don't. You come here. And I think that they are on the far edges. Okay. That's not where I thought they were, but no. Good thing I checked. Oh, and what do I have? Red neon lights. Do I have more of those? I think I've got 4 put down, right? Yeah, just those 4. So let's go ahead and mirror it. Like I said, I'm getting lazy. Not why are you running? Did I use the Naquita for something? It must be running because I'm using it in the blast furnace. Sorry, the alloy blast furnace. Okay. Good enough. Good enough, good enough. And heat proof. Ooh. Oh, I don't have power, do I? Okay. When in doubt, steal for myself from her. Oh, that's a clever way to do that. See, that was even a clever way to do it. So, bully. Nope, not that one. I need to make the, just looking at that, I need to make this guy. This is not too bad to make. I think we've got everything. Oh, no, we have trinium. I didn't bother. I should set that up. This one here. I didn't bother making the Naquita bolts. I just threw, I think, 512 in there. I was like, it's fine. If we ever need more than... Oh, why aren't you running? Oh, because it's out of those. Yep. So that's yet another thing that these guys are stalling us on. Although that might be Ivy. Yeah, that one's Ivy. Whatevs. We'll get it down eventually. The LCR is already the best machine. There's no way to make it better. Well, I think best is a little bit... I'm feeling a little salty about the LCR. We put down so many of them. It's just a lot. Just a lot. That didn't work. There we go. Okay. Now we're good. Nice. Okay. Power is gonna come up here. Enderium. We don't want no Enderium. But I think I've got like a ton of trinium stashed away, or twinite. I don't. I mean, I've got those. Huh. Thought I had more. I really liked the large chemical reactor when we first were building it, and now I've made so many of them that I'm like, blah. That always amuses me too. 1, 2, 3. One more. Now this is it, right? 1, 2, 3. And now this is gonna come over. Really? So you don't think the rotary hearth furnace is worth doing? 4 alloy blast smelters outprice the 6 rotary hearth furnaces. Interesting. I think we need to make one. Just because why have a pack with multi-blocks if you're not going to make all the multi-blocks? But I am tempted to I don't. Do you know what the deal is with the hard mode? Is hard mode like enabled, not enabled? Is it like there but they don't recommend it yet? I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be burnt out of Greg Tech for a little bit once we're done with this, but I do like hard mode packs. All right, we should be good. And then what we need is 2 ender drawers, both alike in dignity. Here in fair Verona, where our story lay. I don't know if that's how it goes. Make it up different every time. I just like my students to think I'm classy and well learned. Okay, Quadria, we'll put that on the left. Sure, it does not matter, but we're gonna do that anyways. Okay, you got Quadria dust. Oh, right, I've got to give it a 1. Okay, you've got power. Don't tell me this one actually requires... Doggone it. No, it doesn't. Trinity's... Yeah. Bro. Bro, you're killing me here, Smalls. Alright, well, let's go do that one real quick while we lick our wounds. It's like everything wants CPM all of a sudden. This one needs a 1. Like, I am absolutely willing to take the reduction in cook time. No, the increase in cook time. Rotary hearth furnaces are amazing for non-alloys, but you're starting to get bottlenecked from mixing and cooling. Yeah, no, I could totally see that. I could totally see that. I'd like a machine that did the cooling for me. The cooking, like the molten alloy, and then the cooling, like a good clicky game, right? They should have that, but they don't. It's fine. Let's go ahead and upgrade both of these. Actually, I'm gonna need. Let's grab 4 more. That noise. I'm fine as long as I don't start associating it with. Oh, okay. So hard mode is only to IV. I actually like that part. Like, I'd be okay trying it at least until IV, or maybe even just until like MV maybe. We got stuck at HV for a really long time. So I'm not eager to retry that. But I do like the Steam era. The thing I like about the Steam era is you're fighting things, but you know you're also what did I was turn it back on. Everything kind of just works. I don't know. I like it. Let's see. So I betcha these both are gonna need. Of course, they need helium. All right. I could just make one set of helium and pass it on through to everything, but this seems sufficient as well. Especially since, hold on, let's see. Yeah, these are 60-second, well, it's only a 19-second recipe, so not that big a deal. Right, so let's make, we need 8 fluid hatches, 2 more output hatches. I haven't seen much of it either, because it doesn't seem like it would be that interesting. I mean, it's just a sky block. You also have sand, though. But if they, like, tweaked all the recipes and stuff so that you had to use sand for everything. If it's a different game, that's interesting. But if it's the same game, just you're now in sand, those sky blocks haven't ever really interested me. It's like everything below a certain level. No, see? Tungsten steel works. I put this here. No, it's, I don't know. It does. I don't understand why. Why can I take the tungsten steel frame, but none of the rest of these? That one I can take. That one I can take. Anyways, I don't need to harp on it. Right, we are. It does have different progression. I don't know. Like I said, I think I'm gonna be a little bit. Burnt out is just not the right word, but it's close enough. Yeah, I have now done it all. I don't need to do it again. Is kind of what it comes down to. No, we need 2 of you. We got the power. We got the outputs. Oh, I didn't get the fluid hatches. There we go. All right. There we go. Okay, so you and you and you. Those are all fine. We need power. Why not? Let's go ahead and do that. And then these guys. Oh, it's on the... Oh, it's on this side. Okay. I was not expecting that. Maintenance hatch. Vacuum freezer. And then output hatch on the outside. Which means that input hatch. Input hatch. Output hatch. And output hatch. And then we need to remember to set this to helium. You went in and dropped down 3 fluid drills and that's it. I mean I can totally get behind that. Why don't you go send them some ideas? I bet you, like, if you don't think it's interesting, they might not think it's interesting, but they might not have any ideas for what to do to make it interesting. So that's 100% thing that you could fix for them. All right, and you're not working because of reasons. That could be like I tell my students all the time, just get involved in something. explain to them why they should trust you with all of their Abydos needs. And freezer and output bus and input hatch goes right here. There. Output hatch goes right here and right there. There. And frostproof. Can't get up. Come on. Alright, you should be outputting, but I don't want to do that yet. And you should be outputting. I only have 2200. So you're saying I should probably just let all the Quadria cook? I'm kind of tempted to do that with both of them, now that I think about it. So this comes in 40 seconds each. Recipe outputs 4 buckets of fluoroantimonic acid. That can't be right. Oh, right, because it's making the fluoroantimonic acid. And now it'll go through here. Okay, and this one is doing 2 recipes in parallel, so it's going to take 40 seconds to get 2 trinium. And in that time, we'll cook 2 trinium. I think I'll let it. I'll let it cook all of it, and then we'll see what happens. So if I grab 2 quantum chests, because I mean you're saying that it's gonna be like forever, and this is still liquid helium. Good. Okay. Right. So let me move all this stuff away because what I need to do is grab a couple of steel. Do I have any steel? Titanium. Steel. And that right there. And right there. Nope. I just remembered that doesn't work. If I do that, the fluid things don't go into them. And what I've realized is that if I put the fluid regulator on the block instead of on the drum, then it does work in it. Millibuckets. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now if I put you and you there. I didn't set these, did I? Yeah, this has got to be helium, and this one's got to be liquid helium. Okay. So then we've got the fluid module. And, well, I guess I need to set, I keep forgetting I gotta set them first. I'd really like to be able to do that jump where you kind of loop back around. But I don't even know if it's possible. So you... Come on. And... You. Good enough. Neutronium needs 4 Quadria per ingot. That is crazy. Yeah, we'll let the... Well, we haven't needed Quadria dust for anything yet, right? So... What do we use Quadria dust for? Well, making batteries, but... I think we got better... We'll have better batteries Because these aren't used for anything, is the reason it's not cool. I like when batteries are used for stuff. Oh, we do have weapons grade in Aquila. Maybe. But this is such a long recipe that... What do we do with this? Oh, crude Stargate rod. Okay, so we will need to put that. But for now, it's fine. Fine. I guess we can put this here. You're good. Lock you. And then... Oh, right. I gotta grab... I think we should just be able to do this. If I do... That would make sense. I know how to do this. There we go. 2 seconds. Cool. And then it's popping up into the output hatch, which is what we wanted. That's fine. Same thing here. And into that input hatch. Not because it's a good idea, just because that one's already blocked, obviously. And then you should be cooking to Quadria. Good. And then basically 500 is the balance, so that just making sure if it cooks at 500 it gets 250 back, so it'll have 750 in there. I think every once in a while it trips out and it doesn't do it. But if I have any more than 500, it uses it from the wrong hatch. Although I guess this one wouldn't matter, would it? Because the output hatch is here. I could probably set that to 750, huh? And then we guarantee it didn't break. Why are you... Oh, because of course this doesn't have bypass limit. Although it's also running 16 amps. Why? Oh, because I'm overclocking everything on the line. Okay. I guess we'll do it like this. I was not expecting that, actually. I think I've got one more in here. Yeah. That'll work. Not the prettiest. Okay, so now we're running... Well, sufficient, anyways. It's interestingly, it's splitting the amperage between the two. They need 500, make sure you always use 50-50. Oh, right, because that's it there, okay. Well, but this is the output hatch, so it's already dumping it in there. Oh, right. And then it'll use... No, it won't. I have to set it to 750. I'll come back and take a look later. I might have messed up all of these then. Because it'll dump 750. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's got 500 in there now. And so then when it runs this, it'll have 750 and it'll dump it in there. And then when you use the next one, it'll have that and dump it in there. So it's not even as long as I've got an even amount. It's just... It should always work. Should. Strong should. Okay. You are... Not the one I wanted. Okay. Why are you not running, though? You are running. Oh, right, but I don't have this swapped. Okay. And same thing here. Okay, and then this can go right there. No. I need the arms first. Now. Alright, we've got that one, and then need to go grab... Actually, I can just grab that one. I don't need this here. I do need it producing. This is enriched in aqua. Don't know why I grabbed that, but I'll leave it there for now. It's fine. Okay. Oh no. I hate when I do that. I gotta move that, I gotta do that, I gotta do that, and that. Bet you didn't like this one either, did I? I did. Okay. Everything's happy, hunky-dory. This is just outputting, right? Yeah, that's just outputting, and I'll come back later and be like, why did I do that? So it is gonna break if I do 750. I did that earlier. That was like the first couple I did. But those are, I don't know. Every once in a while, it's like it chokes, and it tries to put in the tries to put it in too soon before it like fills the out. I don't know what it's doing. Okay, that all can stay there, still mocking me. I think it's time we tear down this wall, like Mr. Gorbachev. No, doggone it. Alright, where did this all go? That's frustrating. Oh, it did all this over here too. It's all feels so exposed now. Alright, let's at least get this while we're here. Alright. Good enough. Alright. Oh, man. At least it wasn't anything important. Alright. I will clear this up later. Or maybe I'll do it right now. I don't know. What I really want to do is make that reservoir block you were talking about. Yeah, it's not breaking anything. It's just irritating, especially because the fluid is there. That's what I get for joking about it. I did my intro in earlier today's video was joking about how, oh, I accidentally void mined my base. One must never joke about that. Right, this one is blocked. This is the reason why I'm always terrified that I'm gonna void mine things, because it's hard to figure out what decisions you made going back. And then I just want to get it back to quiescence would be nice. All right, so I think I must have had like this and like that. That. Yeah, and then I had that channel there, and that way if I put this block right there, water goes away, mostly. All it takes is just hovering on it just one moment too long. Ah, okay. I just like I can't leave it. I got to do it. I mean, it's not that I can't leave it. I don't want to leave it. My inner everything was good, and now it's broken, and I can't leave it. Just can't. It needs me. It needs me to fix what I went wrong. All right, but I can at least get it kind of close, and then I'll be okay, I think. What I don't remember is, was this wall closed or not? Looks like the answer is yes. No. No. Okay, so that can stay open. It's fine. Okay, this is well. No, I gotta close this in. At least. And then we'll be good. Ah, come on. I hate that feeling of living in terror of your pickaxe. Because you're gonna just click a little bit too long one time and do exactly what I just did. That's why I tend to go for slower tools, even though it slows me down all the time. It's like playing the stock market. You always make more money if you bet on bad things happening. Most of the time, bad things don't happen. But when they do, you don't lose. Alright. Alright, it's not great. I don't love it, but it's better. It'll work. Oh, it'll take 2 seconds. I was just to fix it. I can't. I got it. I got it. Everything's fine. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna put down a couple of blocks. I wasn't OCD about this or anything. Obviously, I'm not OCD about it, but I do just enough compulsion to be like, but I had a pattern. The pattern was ruined. It wasn't a great pattern, but it was there. Ah, come on. You got this. 4 more blocks, and then I'm done. 1, 2, 3. Oh, baby. I put every block back in exactly the right place, or else I wouldn't have had that money left. Okay. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right, let's go look at that water reservoir. It's mystical. Did it not save it? I didn't get it saved. Okay, well. Reservoir. There we go. Reservoir hatch. So I'm assuming this counts as a fluid hatch, and it's just what you put down when you need water. Okay, so let's just go for broke. Let's go crazy and do, what's Eevee? Eevee is aluminum? Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna make like a stack of these. Go big or go home, right? And oh, I do have a problem, and that is none of these have polyethylene in them, and I haven't fixed that yet. So that was the last EV hatch we'll have for a while. But we're gonna use it. That's why we have it. All right, grab that, and take a stack of these guys. Sure. And anything else it needs? No. Okay. Take this guy in here. No, this guy out here has polybenzimidazole in it. Nobody's got polybenzimidazole in it. Okay, well. that'll work. That's fine. That's the one that drives me crazy, is when I hit it and I get the glass behind it. Don't like that. All right, so aluminum drum and AV machine. Oh, it just went. Yeah, you do you, baby. Okay, and that means that this and this. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, that I love that. And this, and that's gonna go. That's gonna be another 15 seconds. Does this turn into anything? No. So what I should have checked was, does that turn anything? So let's check. Cover. What else turns into stuff? This is not a good example because the item filter turns into all sorts of stuff. Yeah. But we can just flip through and just double check. And it clears. Turn the mod storage bus and that. Okay. Item tag filter, same thing. Smart item filter turns into zinc nuggets. Fluid filter. Just gas collectors. Oh, and air scrubber. Huh. Area must have carbon monoxide. Can we make those? We can. If you needed carbon monoxide, you could make one of these. Interesting. You can only go up to EV, but that's not the worst thing because there are a few things that want carbon monoxide. You could just plop that there. Area must have carbon monoxide. I bet you the area doesn't have carbon monoxide. That could have been cool. All right. What else do we have covers? We got the machine controller. That doesn't have anything. Activity detector does not. Advanced activity detector does not. Fluid detector turns into fluid voiding cover. Since pollution is disabled. Yep. Fluid detector. Advanced fluid detector turns into the redstone variadic interface. I was looking at this. I think it only works on certain machines. It doesn't have any uses. Item detector. Does the advanced item detector. Wait, no. This is item voiding cover and the advanced item fluid detector. Okay. Yeah. This is part of the variadic interface. Energy detector is part of the advanced energy detector, which is also part of the variadic interface. Maintenance detector has no uses. Computer monitor has no uses. Storage cover has no uses. Blocks transfer through attached side as cover. Okay. Infinite water cover. Man, I guess I'm also a little bummed that this doesn't work. It would be nice if that worked. Fluid voiding cover goes to the advanced fluid voiding cover. Item voiding cover goes to the advanced fighting voiding cover. Neither of those have any uses. Okay. Facades, no. This does. Those are for the Dreamlink energy hatches, but I don't quite understand this because it's already a cover. Oh, so this is the energy hatch. So you could just put a regular hatch there, and then put this on the hatch as a cover, or you can just make the hatch itself. That tracks. Okay. So these are all just different kinds of amperage. Oh, and also the amperage changes. Interesting. Okay, I'm looking forward to those. That's UV though. Dormant bacteria colony. This is what we have to make. I think. Yeah, I'd really like these Ender fluid links to work. That would have made so many things much easier. But whatever. I don't know if they've turned it off or if it just doesn't work or what, but it's fine. Okay, let's see. We were doing the chemical reactor room. And this guy here. We're going to go ahead and break that. Put the reservoir hatch in. And then we're going to go ahead and... There you go. Now it's operating constantly at 1 tick. And I think it's got sub-tick parallels. So it should basically be going... Oh yeah, look, we're already full. Nice. I wanted some more of this. That was like so much faster than anything else we've been doing. Yeah, probably upgrade your power generation. Oh, so this isn't happening because of anything we're doing. I mean, it is pretty fast, but it's because we upgraded it a second ago. Cool. I love these reservoir hatches. That's like literally the only thing that I have in half of these machines. Huh. Okay. That is beautiful. I'm going to keep those and remember that they exist. Definitely going to remember that they exist. And then the next time we have... Try to think if there's something over here that needs water that we can play with it with. Is that what it says, or is that... I love the miniaturization stuff. That's, you know, the whole... Like, I find Greg Tech's insistence on only having technology a little silly, because the whole thing is magic-y. But I do like the magic-y side of, like, the tech magic-y side, I guess. Alright, I have all these energy hatches on me that I've been meaning to put away. Let's go do that real quick. Do I have HV? No. I do have this one EV cover, though. Or EV converter. Alright, I think that... Yeah, I've been going for about 2.5 hours. I would like to go longer, but I think that T would get very... Okay, just because Hyper's here, we'll put these away properly. And then, oh, I've got the sulfuric acid. Yeah, T is gonna start coming and glaring at me if I don't get going. All right, I'm trying to get through all of this inert metal mixture, and then we'll move on to raw palladium powder. Yeah, I thought that some of this worked differently, but whatever. Anyways, I appreciate you for hanging out. Hyper, thanks for chilling. And until next time, I'll catch you on the flippity flop.